What's going on? Happy weekend, everyone. It's Wilson. I'm back with another video as always. And in this video, I want to share with you a bunch of tips that will help you become a better trader and a more consistent trader. It's some of the mistakes I made during my early days of trading. And I want to make sure that everyone that's been following me or watching my videos don't make the same mistakes I do, and hopefully you get some good takeaway and you can apply it to your daily trade or investing strategies moving forward after this video. So well, it's actually not really going to be a video. It's going to be more of like just an audio of me just giving you tips. So starting off, I would say the number one tip that improved all my trading is sticking with a strategy that you're really good at, right? That you feel comfortable at, that you feel is profitable, that you can be consistent with. Because when it comes to trading, you want to be consistent and you want to master your craft, because that will be what your trading edge is, right? So you hear a lot of traders talk about, hey, this is my trading edge. This is what makes me stand out. And that's also why you see a lot of day traders who start off with trading like penny stocks, but then they can move on to more like mid cap. They can do like forex. They can do swing trades. They can do option trading, and they'll still be very, very profitable because they already nailed down the foundation of their strategy, and that is their trading edge. So you have to figure out what works for you, and this is different for every different individual. Trading is just like playing poker or any other like skill set that you develop over time. No, there's no one single solution that works for everyone. So you want to find a strategy and you want to stick with it through both ups and downs. When it comes to trading, it is somewhat of a gamble, but you got to remember, you have to put the gamble to your advantage and develop a trading edge and stick with it even during the down times. Because today might be a bad day, but the next 2 days might be positive. And in a week where there's 5 days worth of trading, if you're able to stack up those good days more than the negative days, then you'll be doing really well consistently in the long run. So come up with a strategy, whether that is just applying some rules to your trading where you don't go and buy too many shares into a stock or a style that you trade. For example, I have a really good friend that only scalps for the first 30 minutes of the day. Then he will incorporate and do whatever he can to make sure he maximizes the profits for that 30 minutes a day. And every day he will improve from it. So at the end of the 30 minutes of the training session, he will ask himself, hey, what did I do wrong today? What can I improve on tomorrow? And he will apply those. And then all the stuff that he did wrong, well, he won't do it again. So it's all about stacking up, and experience builds up, and practice, practice, practice makes perfect. So find that strategy, find that style that works for you, and you don't need to copy anybody else, but just figure out that type of training style, stick with it, keep correcting it, keep adding the positive to it, figure out what's working and what isn't, and eliminate the stuff that isn't working while doubling down on the stuff that is working. So that's the ultimate tip I would have to improve your pretty much your trading style. Now the second tip I have is make sure you do your research. It doesn't matter what type of strategy or style or what people tell you is the best when it comes to trading. You gotta make sure you do your research, right? Sorry about that. You have to make sure that you're doing your research. You have to make sure you're doing your pre-market research. If you're like a momentum trader, you're a day trader, you're looking for those penny stocks, make sure you start 30 minutes before the market opens and see what stocks are gapping up pre-market, right? That way you know what the trend is going, you know how to take advantage of the flow, and that way at least you're able to capture the pre-market movement. Now, if you're doing more like a swing trade, you feel like, oh, you're working a 9 to 5 job and you're trading on the side, you're doing more mid-cap growth stocks like Tesla, then what you want to do is that you want to make sure you look into history, because history repeats itself when it comes to trading patterns. So look back. I'm not talking about looking back just what happened this week. Look back at what happened last month, what happened a year ago, what happened 6 months ago. Identify those trends. Do your research on both technical and fundamentals, including earning dates everything, and put those all in one to make a good conclusion for you to decide whether or not you're going to enter the trade. Don't just enter the trade because other people are entering the trade. Don't do it blindly. Do it because you already did your research, you're confident, and you're confident that, hey, even if I swing this trade overnight, I know that by the end of the week, this stock will be profitable, or by the end of the month, it will be profitable. And that might make you a better swing trader overall. So that's my second advice that I have for you. Third is make sure you don't tilt. So what I mean by tilt is don't rage and get really mad because you have a down day. Even the best traders that I know that make millions, they have their down days. But they know how to control their emotions. They come right back at it the next day like it's a fresh day, right? If there's no trades that day, don't trade. Don't enter a position just to lose. Don't make yourself mad. If you thought you were really confident about a trade and the market went against you, well, exit the trade. Set your stop loss. Make sure you always set limits on all the trades. Set stop loss. And you know what? If it's a down day, that's okay because you already set all your stop loss. You already prevented yourself from losing too much money, and tomorrow you will come back up. If tomorrow's not a good day, that's fine. The day after that, it will be a better day. And you got to remember, it's just like playing poker, like I said. All you need to do is win one big hand in order to make up for a couple small losses, right? So as long as you're coming out overall positive, don't look at it as a daily thing, but more of an overall, like a monthly progress, you will make yourself a much better trader. So those are my quick tips for you to become a better trader, and hopefully that helped. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Thank you for tuning in.